Monumental proportions, planning the job. Behold, the Museum of Heroic Endeavors, a tribute to all things capey. And Captain Infinity in specific. Is this even to scale? And the lines are all crooked. Don't question my artistic muse. Now then. I have a few possible entry points. A skylight, a fire exit, even the front door. You can't be serious. The front door is a valid option here? Go big or go home, I say. At this point, I'm considering go home, the safer option. Gibson took control of their alarm systems by hacking a vending machine, so it'll be easy. Yeah, I think going to the front door is fine. Ha! That's gonna stink for them when their IT department realizes what happened. Yeah, it sounds like the front door is the way to go if we already can hack the system. I believe I've located the vault, a secure room near the Continuum exhibit. Makes sense. Continuum are shifty mother forkers, always doing secret scientific research. Odds are this fabled vault is a lab of theirs for on-site artifact investigation. Once I get the shrink ray from the vault, I sneak back out, target the statue, pull the trigger, and Captain Infinity becomes fun-sized. We both make rep as masks for the statue trick, while I get a new instrument for medical research. Good work, good work. It's sketchy in spots, but it'll play out how it plays out. But I am concerned about Continuum involvement. If the vault, maybe even the whole museum, are fronts for their research, we may be kicking a beehive tonight. Do you want me to call this off? I'd be okay with that if you're worried. Wouldn't hurt my feelings to call it a day. I'm here on your dime, with your A on the line for a lot of this if it goes bad. No, I think we move ahead. If I'm right, it's an opportunity to learn more about Continuum. If I'm wrong, I'm just paranoid. Now let's go do some forking science. Okay, here we go. The heist. Look at Captain Infinity, all smug and stone-faced. You're going in my pocket by the end of the night, buddy. Okay, so this place isn't exactly hard to break into. Wasn't worth scouting that out, just pick an entry point. Rooftop solos work, right into the front door, let's make this big. A fire exit would be slow but safe. No, we got the security. It'll be easy to go through the front door. Heck yeah, I'm a boss and I own this place. I mean, I still peek in through the glass to make sure I'm not waltzing right into the arms of a dozen security guards. But everything looks quiet in there. So I pick a lock, pull the handle, and stroll on in. Nice. See? Nothing to it, Oh, shirt, someone's coming. Huh. Could've sworn. He pulls out his phone using a network app rather than a walkie-talkie to check in. Going on patrol. Probably nothing, but we'll see. Okay, so probably not the best move, but that's fine. I can move carefully and keep an eye out for that guy. As I move about the place, I hear blissful silence. All the alarms shut down, thanks to Gibson's hackery and that snack machine. That guard is on patrol, so I still need to be careful, but at least I can trip any alarms as I'm searching the place. As for the vault, well, I know where that is, thanks to my scouting. I stroll on over to the Continuum-sponsored exhibit, confident as can be. Wait, what the? It's gone. There's no door, no keypad, no door, nothing. Just a blank patch of wall where I definitely saw a door earlier. Did they remove the door? No way. I'd see, I don't know, plaster or fresh paint or something. There's just nothing. No door and no hint the door ever existed. I've watched the footage from your camera contact lenses twice now. There was a door here. Don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's hidden. Maybe it's an illusion. Wait! I'm picking up the resonance of Continuum technology through my visor. Hide quick, it's activating. What? The space in the room gets weird for a second, distorted, and then is the whole room itself time traveling? The door is back, right where I first saw it. Hidey time. The ordinary clunk of a door handle and the ordinary squeak of ordinary hinges follows. As a researcher in hazard gear, hey, he looks just like one of the researchers at the company. As a researcher in hazard gear steps out, tapping a cigarette pack in their head before swerving to head to a fire exit. Ah, the tobacco industry, leaders in both lung cancer and people taking smoke breaks so thieves can find secret doors. Not even creepy weirdo scientists in secret vaults can resist their siren lure. I grasp the handle, yanking it down. Oh, it's locked behind them. Hang on, I'll hack the thing. Hold still. I crouch down a bit to give him access to paw at the locking mechanism, but I can hear the footfalls of the guard patrols. We've lingered too long and now they're catching up. Gib, working as fast as I can. I hold still as he does his thing, maybe even as my instincts are telling me to run for it. Sloppy crime work, but hey, sloppy happens. As long as we don't get nabbed, we're good. As long as we don't get nabbed. Got it, go! I quickly push through the door just before the guards enter the area. This warehouse looks familiar too. What the fork? This is huge. The vault must be twice as large as the museum itself. An artificially generated reality. This is amazing. I knew this tech was in very early development at RealWare, but Continuum clearly figured it out. The implications for not only storage, but housing and commercial real estate. A true era of unreal estate. Wow, do you have any idea what this means for science? Yes, it means I could search this whole place for weeks and still not find the shrink ray. It's bigger in the inside. Okay, hang on, let me think. Do a slow pan over everything you can see, left to right, really slow. With a shrug, I act like a human camera operator, sending the feed from my contact lenses through the comlink to him. I'm going to feed this into a neural net imaging system, see if I can find the ray gun via algorithm. I thought you were a medical doctor, not a search engine. You pick up a lot of random shirt. There it is again. I really should start, doing a drinking game of some sort. I don't drink alcohol, really, so it wouldn't actually be alcohol, but... Taking a sip. When you're a mad scientist, sometimes it's handy. Stay safe. This is going to take some time. Okay, time to tuck myself behind a crate and hide while waiting to find the ray gun. If there are still researchers wandering around this maze of archived artifacts at this ungodly hour, I can't risk being spotted. I haven't been the smoothest criminal, but that's cool, right? And the rest of this should be a cakewalk. Don't say that. Let me guess. It's Foresight. Oh. Halt, evildoer! This is the second time I encounter her in this exact same, backdrop. This exact same warehouse backdrop. And that's exactly the moment when a hero blocks my path. Farsight, not Foresight. Farsight, Cape Book Crusader. Farsight has arrived on the scene to stop your nefarious schemes. Prepare yourself for battle, you wicked villain. I know every combat move you'll make before you make it. You cannot win. I don't really fight people. I'm more of a sneaky thief type than a martial arts type. Do we really need to have a fight? Feels like it'd be one-sided. Oh, we've already done this. I've already done this. She's in pain. I say we have some sympathy and help her out. We already went that route. If you sneak attack her right now, you can take her down quickly, safely. Run for it. Think of the job. This is an opportunity to safely escape a hero. Yeah, I did this, so I'm gonna do... Run for it. This job is an opportunity to safely escape a hero. I should really accept the opportunity in front of me and bail. But... Okay, I don't often do this, but I need to veto you here, and I think you know why. If everyone abandoned me when I was hearing your voice in my head, I wouldn't be here right now. I want to be there for her. Okay, that's fine. Hey, deep breaths, calm down, we're already gonna go through this. Farsight gets gets anonymous Cape Book tips about me too? What the heck? I'm smelling conspiracy now. So, how do we handle this now? Me just attacking after all feels kind of awkward. Oh, I'm trying to find a shrink ray so I can steal the statue of Captain Infinity. What? That's a crime! Yeah, I'm a criminal. No, I mean, it's wrong. You'd be destroying a symbol of hope for so many. Captain Infinity is my favorite hero. I can see through time. He travels through time. We wear the same goggles. Really? I just thought you were a steampunk or something. No, they're Captain Infinity's goggles. I mean, a similar make and model at least. Even our powers are similar. Captain Infinity found a continuum, and I got my powers in a continuum lab experiment gone wrong. Really? You too? What? I've got a similar superpower, but mine's just one voice in my head, not a million. And I got it at a continuum lab too. Ooh, the plot sickens. Seriously? You can also see the timelines? She can't. I can. Not exactly. Mostly I have this one very insistent voice telling me to do things. That's concerning. Well, even so, you can't steal the statue. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Surrender immediately. You're being illegal. Ah, jeez. Now I gotta find a way to dodge Farsight while we're waiting for the ray gun's location to be revealed. How do you stall out a cape who could predict your every move across the timelines of the Gigaverse? If she's predicting your moves based on time, and it's weirdly outside of time, let me direct you. Keep her chatting to distract her. She's too friendly to just jump you in the middle of a conversation. Pretend to surrender. You can escape a pair of handcuffs, right? If she's predicting your moves based on time, and I'm weirdly outside of time, let me direct you. Well, okay, I guess it's over. I'll just... Oh, shirt, what's that incredibly distracting thing over there? Okay, bye! Stop in the name of the law and stuff! Okay, head voice, I'm running. I'm running as fast as I can. I'm just gonna close my eyes and obey you. If she only sees my path through time, and not yours, we can do this. Duck down the aisle to the right. Head down that passage to the left. I have no gosh darn idea where to go. Just run, just turn randomly. I'm not gonna say that. Duck down the aisle to the right. Head down that passage to the left. Head down that passage to the left. Because I'm left-handed. Left, got it. I swerve hard to the left and nearly crashing into a filing cabinet in the process. It's working. I'm gaining distance. What the? We thought you were gonna go the other way! Turn around and run past her. Jump over that pile of boxes. Climb up a thing. This you would not see her coming. She wouldn't see coming. Turn around and run past her. Ooh, I like. I skid to a halt, twist on one leg, then sprint the opposite way. I'm losing her. It's all going great. I look back to see if she's out of my rear view yet. Oh, shirt. And trip over a desk full of open files and folders, sending old photographs flying. Oh geez, are you okay? And the cape actually helps me to my feet, checking me for injuries. I'm good. Look at this mess. Contimia's gonna be so mad. I'm supposed to keep collateral damage down when fighting villains in the facilities. Quickly she moves to pick up the scattered photographs. Here, help me pick this stuff up. Ooh, are we gonna see photographs of their past? Or their past relatives? Maybe like Penny's mom or dad? Aren't we like hero and villaining it up? That can wait. All the stuff in the vault of villains is classified, maybe even dangerous. We need to... And she rises slightly, holding a photograph in a trembling hand. Curious, I peek over her shoulder. At a black and white picture of Captain Infinity at a book burning rally in 1940s Germany. Is she actually secretly Captain Infinity's daughter? Is she actually Captain Infinity's great-grandmother? Okay. What in the... Huh, they're all pictures of Captain Infinity. Here's him steering the Titanic. Good job, Captain Infinity. And him at the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. And there's him assassinating John F. Kennedy from the grassy knoll? Wait a minute. Was Captain Continuum a villain all along? Plot twist. This can't be. It can't be real. Captain Infinity is a hero. He fixed his timeline as... Found a note. It says, material not to be released which contradicts Continuum public narrative. Well, shirt. Have another sip. But he's a hero. He's my hero. I actually feel really bad for her. That's tragic. You know what they say, never meet your heroes. When I was a little girl, I always looked up to Captain Infinity. I've heard rumors, but no, I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. This can't be happening. It just can't. Is it wrong that I feel bad about a cape's life crumbling around her? I really feel I should be saying something. It's Continuum. They're shady as heck. She shouldn't really be surprised by this. Maybe there's a sensible reason, something to help her feel better about her hero. She just had her whole world turned down. I think you're allowed to comfort her, hero or not. Yeah. She just had her whole world torn down. I think you're allowed to comfort her, hero or not. Hey, so, do you want a hug? Is this a trick to strangle me or knock me out or something? No, just a hug. I've had my world collapse out from under me a few times, and I didn't have anyone to hug me back then. Figured I'd offer. Okay. So I offer her a big hug. She's trembling, sobbing lightly, but slowly comes around. She's very soft. Better? A little. Thank you. You're very kind for a criminal. That's me. Penny Very Kind Larceny. Masked hugger, thief of hearts. That's kinda cute. Almost makes me forget you're a villain and stuff. But that leaves the question of what to do with the evidence that Continuum hid away to protect their golden boy. With a long sigh, Farsight gathers it all up in a folder and then holds it out to me. Here. If the rumors about Captain Infinity being corrupt are actually true, people need to know. Someone has to leak this to the public. And you don't want to? And I can't do it myself. It'd completely ruin me if I tried. I'm sorry. But for a mask like me, it raised my rep and provides some plausible deniability. You can tell them you defeated me and stole it, like you stole the statue. Wait, you're letting me skate by on this? I know I shouldn't. I have a heroic duty to stop you. But I have a duty to the truth as well. I'll let history judge Captain Infinity. All my timelines seem to converge on this. And if he's really history's greatest monster instead of history's champion, we shouldn't be raising statues in his honor. So do me this favor, and I'll do you a favor in turn by letting you go, okay? Deal. Thank you. I know you're an evildoer, but I think you'll do some good today, and I'm happy you're not all bad. And she walks away, leaving me to complete my caper, left holding the proof that'll tear down her idol from his altar. Honestly, I did not expect things to turn out like this, but that's the life of a mask. Nothing goes totally to plan. Pay dirt. My algorithm found the shrink ray. It's in aisle 7, section 7. Penny, you there? You're spacing out. Did something happen while I was offline? Let's stay focused. You don't have time for romance, especially not with a cape. No, we're not going to go after Foresight in this reality. This is the universe where you're with Doctor Mayhem. You like Farsight, don't you? Maybe someone like that would go for you. I'd say go for it. No. You don't have time for romance, especially not with a cape. You're romancing someone else. There should be a third one saying, remember Doctor Mayhem? Yeah, I know. Heroic do-gooders aren't my type. They can't be my type. Nah, just a bit of cape antics going down. I dealt with it. Okay, whatever. Go fetch the shrink ray, take down the statue, and we'll regroup back in my hideout. Time to refocus on the job. Tracking down, nice, completed caper. Tracking down the ray is a snap, thanks to the boss's hard work. Soon that lump of chrome and doodads in the vague shape of a gun is mine. And just for funsies, I replaced it with the toy shrink ray I bought from the gift shop. In order to obtain one shrink ray, I must give up another shrink ray. It's the principle of equivalent exchange, or something. I didn't get a star for that, for the switcheroo. After that, I just need to dodge the security guards, make my way out of the building, and get sapping. A few minutes later, and I'm hiding in the museum parking lot, ready to go. I whip Dr. Diminutive's shrink ray out of my backpack and take aim. Here we go. And immediately on pulling the trigger, an arcing blast of energy snakes out from the gun, connecting with the giant statue. Don't forget to do the thing that Dr. Diminutive told you to do. Which promptly shrinks down until it's barely larger than an action figure. It worked! And then the ray gun starts shaking and sputtering, residual energy crackling away in my hands. Oh shirt, oh shirt, oh shirt. Wait, the yellow switch! I flick on the power limiter and the ray gun's power buildup stops. It resumes being normally weird instead of explosively weird. Phew! Nice. That's more than enough caper for one night. Okay. Time to go. One shrink ray is promised. Oh, she's a beauty! The possibilities for medical surgery with this thing are endless. Microsurgery from the inside out, with tiny surgeons. Sounds good here. Oh, that's interesting. And you have a new Captain Infinity toy to put on your desk, one next to the world's #1 evil scientist mug. How about all of the evidence of Captain Continuum's real alliances? Gag gifts. I'd throw that mug out, but it's exactly the right volume for the amount of coffee I prefer. So question is, what do we do with our unexpected gift? Meaning the full file of Captain Infinity's misdeeds across the breadth of history. I told Farsight I'd leak it to the public. Get the word out that Infinity's not who he seems to be. I'm in favor. People deserve the truth. It'll annihilate the credibility of Captain Infinity, but I don't care. I don't care either. The truth will set you free. I'll make some calls to a few civilian contacts left who will listen to me, see if I can arrange that. Thanks, Isaac. So, that marks the end of the road for you and Crimer, huh? Yeah, my free account's expired as of now. I'm back to scraping the barrel for whatever work I can get. Or we just keep on working together. I mean, that's an option. We already have a strong relationship going. Meaning a lovey-dovey thing? I mean, okay, that, but also a working relationship. Everything's moving faster than I'm used to, but that's okay. This feels right. I feel calmer, more focused when I'm with you. I'm glad he, recognizes that we're moving pretty fast, but it's a shorter game. And if Crimer doesn't want you anymore, well, I'll happily have you at my side. Oh, that's sweet of you, Isaac. I'm not one to say no to a good thing. Okay, I'm on board. And you know what? We can have some fun even outside of crime time. Funny, I was about to ask about that. Want to go out on our first official date? Before we meet your family, you mean? I mean, maybe smash and grab counts as a date in the mask world. But I'm talking candles, good food, wine, the whole bit. Ooh, I'm excited for that. Only if you ask me properly. Make me swoon. Come on, let's hear it. I mean, I'm a little rusty, but... And he makes a sweeping, gentlemanly bow. Ooh. Miss Penny Larceny, will you do me the honor of going out with me for a lovely evening on the town? Yeah, okay. Why, Mr. Isaac Marquez, I would be delighted and honored to enjoy a romantic evening with you. And then we can fork. Right, that too. That's pretty dang good too. Pick you up at 8 tomorrow? You have a car? It's a subcompact hatchback, but it legally counts as a car. I'd rent a limo, but I'm not exactly rolling in cash. Nah, no need. I'll be ready at 8. See you then, Isaac. I'll be seeing you again soon, Penny. Nice. One door closes, another opens. No more Crimer, but I've got this whirlwind romance with Isaac now. The promise of more work is appealing, but more than the jobs, I just really want to see him again. And again, and again. I may not know what my distant future holds, but here and now, I'm happy. I'm the happiest thief in the world. Nice. Alright, so I got a little better than the last ones. No perfect 5s yet. Great. Monumental proportions. Caper complete with a 4-star great rating. Do you want to save? Yes, I do. With my Crimer job access expiring, so ends the era of Penny Larceny gig economy supervillain. And begins the rise of Penny Larceny lab assistant. Full-time work partnership and, believe it or not, a full-time boyfriend. That's a heck of a thing, and more than I ever expected. And I have a date, an actual date, with wine and other classy shirt. Take another sip. It's been so long since I had a date, and wow, was it a disaster. 4 people went to the emergency room. Let's hope tonight's romantic sojourn is a bit less injury-prone. I'm gearing up and getting ready to go when Doctor Mayhem pulls up in his 20-year-old lemon of a car. Hey Gib, how do I look? Charming, sophisticated and stuff? This is what you're wearing on your date? Penny doesn't have a lot of money, so I shouldn't, dig into it too much, but... Okay. You look like you're about to rob a train in an undercranked 1920 silent movie. Perfect. Shouldn't you be dressing up nicer for your date? That's what I'm thinking. I'd try to find something else that looks a little bit nicer. Hey, it's important he knows he's not dating a fancy pants type. More honest that way. He's here. Great. It'd be great if he dressed up a little bit. Oh, no, he's just wearing the same. Well, you two are clearly made for each other then. No need to dress to impress. Hey there, ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready. I've been looking forward to this a lot, Isaac. Humans and their mating rituals. Sheesh. If you need me, I'll be mid-laning tonight on the ladder. I have no idea what that means. Me either. Just smile and nod your head. Let's get moving then. Destructos awaits. Woo! I'm ready for this date! We squeeze into his garbage car and roll off into the night. How romantic. But this is pretty snazzy. One car ride later. Ah, good old Destructo's Bar and Grill. You'd think a mask hangout would be a seedy and vile affair, but nobody actually wants a seedy and vile affair after a hard day's criming. You just want a calm atmosphere, good drinks, and people who understand your troubles. Which makes it coincidentally a lovely place for a date. It's very chill and pleasant, with one drawback. I feel ridiculous dressed like this for a date. Don't worry about it. Costumes are encouraged at Destructo's. Keeps the normies out, if they ever manage to find the place. Besides, you get used to the mask eventually. Take it from me. I don't wear a mask. It's, colloquialism. The costume, the mask, the motif, the statement of who you are, standing in defiance. Last time we were at Destructo's, you told me you dress like this to find acceptance in the mask community, right? This place is the beating heart of that community. So hey, it fits. True. I do want to uphold the standards out of respect, even if I don't think of myself as the mask. One insider tip? A lot of masks don't think they're masks. Masks are complicated. It's a label, a stereotype, but also kind of an identity. Like, if society calls us masks, we'll wear it with pride and to spite them, even if we don't always agree. So, did you reserve a table? Of course. Called ahead, made arrangements. This way, my dear. If my dear isn't laying it on too thick. I giggle a little and offer my arm so he can lead us to our cozy little table. We have a seat and pursue the wine menu. Gotta give it to Destructo. The dude loves to collect various wines. I have no idea what wine is a good wine. What pairs well with a mad scientist and cat burglar on their first proper date. I think a nice red goes with that. I'll take your word for it. Our drinks are delivered promptly as we settle in and get comfy. This is nice, you know. I rarely get to talk to anyone outside of a job. Agreed. It's something I've learned the hard way. You need a life beyond your work? Otherwise, what are you working for? To cure cancer and save the world? I mean, yeah, there's that. That's important to me. And sometimes I worry I push myself too hard, becoming a workaholic because any moment not spent on my research is wasted time. But that's not healthy. No matter how important you work, you need to be yourself outside of a work context eventually. So what do you do outside of work then? Me? I read whodunit mystery novels. To solve the mystery, huh? Actually the opposite. I want to train myself to not solve every mystery in front of me. So I force myself to just relax and enjoy the tale unfolding. See, I can't do that. That's not me. I always try to figure it out. I try to jump one step ahead of a mystery if I can and just predict who the killer is and why and all that stuff and how. I got in this bad habit of trying to solve every problem, you know? That's fair. Not every problem needs to be solved or should be solved. And not every problem has a definitive answer. Like a friend who could come to me wanting to vent emotionally, and I'd sit there saying, okay, you should do this to fix it. Sometimes people just want to sit and feel things. That's me. That's me most of the time. Sometimes it's not all about needing an engineer, a scientist, or a problem solver. That's good words of advice. Sometimes it's just about needing a friend. And by reading mystery books and not trying to puzzle them out, I learned to listen. Wow, that's a deeply personal hobby you've got there. And thanks for hearing it out. So what's your deeply personal hobby? Only fair you tell me. Well, you're gonna think I'm a colossal nerd. I grew up fascinated by genetics and biochemistry. I'm already a colossal nerd. Try me. Comic books? I collect comic books. That's my deeply personal hobby. Seriously? Darn it, my nerdiness is exposed and now you don't want to date me. Just as I predicted. No, I'm not judging. I'm just surprised you'd want more of all of this. You already live a comic book life. Isn't comic book collecting like an accountant taking home extra spreadsheets for fun? Well, how to explain? The comic books you see on shelves, they're focused on the heroes, right? Writers and artists talk to capes, get their stories, write them down. Grand adventures against terrible masks, good defeating evil, the whole 9 yards. But it's largely lies, boasting and puffery by capes, making them look good and making us look bad. So I like to collect the books so I can see how the world sees us. It helps me maintain perspective. Nothing keeps ego in check like becoming a cartoon. I don't just grab any old book though. I look for ones starring people I know, my family, my friends, sometimes me.